Hey, what's up guys? Today we're going to try and get this transfer case put back together. Hopefully by the end of this episode we can at least go out in the bush and put it in four-wheel drive. I'm really looking forward to getting this thing back together, so let's jump on in and see if we can get her fixed. Okay, well today before we get started I just have to say if I look tired in the last video, I am like seriously tired right now. I am coming off 7 days in a row of skiing and snowboarding, which for those of you keeping track, out of the last 13 days I've been up there 11 days. I am like so tired, it's not even funny right now. But anyways, it's time to jump into this thing and try and get her going. All right, so before I get into putting this transfer case together, I have got to find a way that I can shift it into four-wheel drive while it's on the bench. I was talking to my dad, who's a heavy-duty mechanic, about this problem, and I'm pretty sure he pointed me in the right direction. So I'm gonna jump in and see if I can figure it out right now. All right, well this will be a little bit tough to show, but basically each one of these notches here represents like a holding spot for one of the shifting selections in the transfer case. So basically you've got 2 high, 4 high, neutral, and 4 low, I'm pretty sure is how it goes. This is really tough to shift just by holding onto this lever. It's critical though that I can confirm that this thing goes into four-wheel drive before I actually waste all the time of putting this back in the truck. So I was talking to my dad about this problem, and he mentioned that I could probably, he actually said to try using a crescent wrench, which I tried putting on there and found that it just didn't really fit that well. I could probably make a tool pretty easily, but I just got a set of MIG pliers here. I can basically just put that on like that, and then, sorry, it's kind of a two-handed thing, but I can turn it from the bottom and shift it into its gears. So that should actually be quite a game changer, because if I can confirm that this thing is in fact going into four-wheel drive before I waste all the time of putting this back in the truck, that could hopefully save me a lot of screwing around. Because if it doesn't work, it's right here on the bench, I can pull it back apart. By the way, if I can't get this back together, most likely I'm gonna have to track down another transfer case. Possibly I can just toss that in there and it'll work, or maybe I'll have to pull it apart and sort of combine parts that aren't buggered up on it. But either way, this gives me a ability to confirm that it is in fact working, which is something that absolutely has to happen. So anyways, I'm just gonna kind of jump into this. When I have any kind of new updates, I will come back on the video, but I'm just gonna try and get after it and get this thing done. You guys have seen me rebuild this thing before, and there's really no point showing it again. So anyways, here we go. All right folks, well definitely got some bad news. After spending a bit of time trying to deburr this thing, I've come to the realization that it is in fact just screwed. As you can see, you know, it's not supposed to be that rounded over on these things right here. This is supposed to be, I've looked at some pictures of new parts, and it's definitely supposed to be more angled. And I've had a few situations where I was trying to shift the transfer case and there was some grinding, and I just had to shut the truck right off, shift it back into 2 high, and away we go. So definitely not the answer I was hoping for. I was really hoping to get this thing put back together, but I just have to accept that that thing is buggered up and I'm gonna need a new one. I have ordered a new one off eBay. It's unfortunately not gonna be here until January. And also, as I've mentioned, we've had huge problems with mail delivery in BC because of all the flooding. So, I mean, it could be a bit later than that. We might be looking at a month or so until this thing's back together. And that leaves me in a position where I got to start making some choices, because I can put this truck back together and go through all the steps and then just have two-wheel drive, but it is complete winter here right now. Roads are super icy. I mean, I'm probably not going to be going out in the bush and doing anything on snowy roads with just two-wheel drive. And yeah, I mean, as it sits, this truck is off the road for a while. I found one used transfer case not far from here, but they wanted $350, and God only knows, you know, what kind of problems are going on in there. So I might as well just get the new part and wait for it. In the meantime, I think I'm mostly just going to be trying to take care of all the other loose ends on this truck. So I mean, there is no shortage of things to do, and hopefully by the time I get that part back, the truck will actually be in a much better and proper position. So anyways, we're gonna start jumping into some of that stuff now. Yeah, sorry guys, I would love to be out filming with this thing. It's been a lot of work and a lot of money, and I really haven't gotten enough enjoyment out of it yet for the amount of work and money that I've put in, but hopefully that'll all start soon, and you know, hopefully there'll be a good spring and summer going out and using this truck all the time and doing lots of filming and all that. So anyways, is what it is.